Okay, readers, today we're going to go over our new spelling words, and then we're going to be introduced to our high frequency words for the week. You will go ahead and do a slide on some high frequency words, find them, highlight them, type them, and then we will end it with spelling out some multiple syllable words. So words that have more than one syllable. So that's how we'll end our time. Our words this week are bossy R words. So when we have ER, IR, or UR, they say the same sound. Sorry, I had to go leave and get my card. So UR, ER, and IR say the same sound. When I alone, if it's got no other vowel, it says I. R alone says But when I put IR together, it says So the R says the same sound and it covers up the I sound. So it no longer says it just says So we call it a bossy R because the R took over that sound. That's why it's called a bossy R sound. So IR together says IR says Repeat. IR says My turn. UR says Your turn. UR says My turn. ER says ER says So this week in your spelling words, you have some words that have ER, IR, and UR. Now, it's hard to spell them. You have to memorize these words because how do you know if it says ER or IR or UR when you're spelling them? So we only have 1 week to study these words. So on Friday, I'm going to go ahead and ask you these words, but I'm going to give you a clue. I'm going to put all the ER words together. I'm going to say these are ER sounds, these are IR sounds, and these are UR sounds. That way it's going to help you. But what you need to know is that even though you can't hear any vowel, every syllable has a vowel. And so how I taught my class today is how you know there's a vowel, even though you can't hear it, is something that your jaw does. So I want you to do me a favor. I want you to put your hand right underneath your jaw like this, okay? Now let's just say the R sound. The R says right? Just with the R, not with the ER, not with the IR, not with the UR. So just keep your hand just like that. And let's just say er, er. When I said that, my jaw did not move. Try it again. Er. My jaw didn't move because there's no vowel in just an R. But whenever you make a vowel sound, your jaw will drop. So now let's say this sound, okay? So let's see if er, er. Our jaw dropped that time because there was an E in it. So let's read this word. Ready? Hold our hand. Her. Even though you cannot hear the E, you know there's an E there because your jaw dropped and because every syllable has a vowel. Let's try the next one. Let's try the word fern. Fern. Did your jaw drop? Fern. Yes, it did. It dropped at the E. So even though Bossy R tried taking over that sound, she did not take over E's job for dropping the jaw at the vowel. So when you're writing these words, you will not hear the E, you will not hear the I, you will not hear the U, but they are there. Every syllable has a vowel in it. Every word has vowels in it. Every syllable has a vowel in it. So that is going to be your job. You have to remember that even though you don't hear the vowel, it is still there. So her, fern, stir, girl, bird, first, curl, hurt. Let's go ahead for the fun of it and let's go ahead and read them with our hands there at our jaw and see where our jaw drops. Okay, it's going to drop right where those vowels actually are. So let's do stir in a minute. Ready? Stir, girl, bird, first, curl, hurt. All right, so anywhere that vowel was, your jaw did drop. So although you can't hear it, you need to make sure you write your vowel. If you ever stuck on it and you're like, I don't hear vowels, is there an out vowel in that word? Well, there will be a vowel in that word. Go ahead and put your hand underneath your chin and see if you can figure it out that way. So those are our sounds. This are spelling words and our sounds this week that I want you to be working on. And then our high frequency words. A lot of these words you've seen already, and we've learned a lot of our high frequency words, and so I'm reviewing them to match our stories. And we're going to be reading a story called Animal Babies. I'm going to have two stories on your thing. One is Animal Babies, and one is Wetland. Well, I think it's called Wetland Animals. And the one I'm going to teach off is Animal Babies. I'm going to teach off that this week. However, it's a harder book. So when I'm teaching off of that book this week, starting tomorrow, you will have to listen to it and try reading and practice reading because you're going to see a lot of these words in it. But when it comes to recording on Thursday, you can choose to record yourself reading Animal Babies or Wetland Animals because Wetlands will be a little cheaper. I want you to record yourself reading the book that you could be the most fluent at. So if Animal Babies, as when you get introduced to it tomorrow, is easier for you, record yourself reading that one. If you're getting Animal Babies and you're struggling through all those words, it's too hard of a book and you want to choose a good fit book. So then you'll go back and you'll go ahead and read Wetland Animals on Thursday when you record. These words will be in both books, so this will help you. Animal, baby, live, write, help, old. Now this word can be live or live. Okay, live, it's a sight word. There's no way to sound it out. It doesn't follow the phonics rule. Live, it follows the phonics rule. The vowel says his name and the second one is silent. So in this situation, I think it's live is the actual word in our story this week. But if you're ever reading it and you don't know if it's live or live, try it both ways, and whichever one makes sense in the sentence is the word it's supposed to be. Okay, there you have IGH, because remember, IGH says I, or ite, help. And then OLD, always together, will say old. It changes, it doesn't say ald, it changes the vowel sound to old. So we can put letters in front of it for mold, cold, fold. OLD says old. So will you read these with me again? Animal, baby, live, write, help, old. On your one of your Google Slides, you are going to be doing words with multiple syllables, and they want you to drag your letters, and I think you put a dot between each syllable. So the syllables are where our vowel makes a sound. So let's just take the word animals. Let's break it up per syllable. So say the word animals. When your vowel drops, there's your syllable. So let's do the first syllable, an. What two letters do you hear in an? An. A-N. I. I. I think they want you to put the dot. I. Malls. Alls. It kind of sounds like an O. That's why it's a sight word. It's an A. It's only words that you can't stretch out. Most of the words that are on there are the ones sounds that you can hear. Okay, but that's how you will do that slide coming up at the end. So this week we're going to be studying Animal Babies, and we will be going over high frequency words and bossy R words. Okay, so have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.